Hello, so here's a video on stacking your meals, also intermittent fasting. So when I was 224 pounds in the past, one of the things that I did to help lose weight was I stacked my meals, meaning I would eat more in the morning than I would in the afternoon, kind of the 80-20 rule. So in the morning, I would try and eat as much as I could before 2 o'clock, and then in the evening, I'd have something very small meal, because I figured during the day I'd burn all the calories off, or most of the calories from what I ate in the morning, and then at night if I just had something small, that would mean that for 16 hours I only had a little bit of whatever in my stomach, and then my body would maybe work on burning fat more or something like that. So it helped a lot. So when I was at 224 pounds, I started implementing that after I'd lost maybe about 6 pounds, and the next 10 to 15 pounds was really aided, losing that weight was really aided by that kind of 80-20 rule, or stacking my meals. And I would eat just about anything I wanted to eat during the day. I would eat chicken parmesan, pizza, whatever. The big thing is I would try to eat it early, preferably in the morning, and then I'd try and finish eating by 2, and then in the afternoon I'd have just like a small salad or something in the evening. And then, so that worked out well, and then I got into like low carb stuff, and I changed my diet, and I started getting into different things, and I eventually got down to about 194, which was about 30 pounds, but when I changed my diet and everything, and I was increasing my intensity of my exercise, my body felt tired. I was starting to feel tired on a regular basis. I was having problems sleeping. So recently I started like fasting after 2 o'clock, so kind of like not eating anything after 2 o'clock, only eating in the morning. And that's helped. I got up to about 216 pounds a couple months ago when I stopped doing everything. I stopped everything. I went back up to about 216. Now I'm down to low 200s. I was 200.8 last week. This week I gained a little weight because I ate after 2 o'clock. I had a huge steak meal. I had a huge steak meal at like 8 o'clock on Sunday. I came home and I ate a bunch of cheese and stuff on like Wednesday, at about 8 o'clock at night as well. So I broke out of my whole not eating after 2. And when I stopped, so I would eat a little bit after 2 the last several weeks, and I still lost like about 16 pounds. I would eat a little bit after 2 o'clock, but I wouldn't eat a meal. And what I did this week is I essentially had 2 meals after 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and the steak meal was just huge. I literally ate at least a pound and a half of steak at like 8 o'clock at night. And the reason is, what happens is, when I go shopping at night and I get food, I start eating things. If I don't buy food at night and I just come home from work, it's much easier for me to just have a little bit of a supplement drink, and call it a day and just go to bed. But if I actually go shopping and I'm looking at all this food and I start throwing things in the cart, I bought a couple Hershey bars this week. I was eating, candy on the way home because I went shopping. And when I ate the steak on Sunday night, it was because my wife had brought steak home and I had to cook it for work. And when it came out of the oven at 8 o'clock at night, I was like, hey, this is my favorite steak, let's have a little. Boom, 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 boom. Before you know it, I was eating 25% of the 2 steaks. So I'm gonna try and prevent that from happening in the future, because I gained about 2.4 pounds this week. Again, I did everything else the same exercise, same eating during the day. I ate a little bit more sugar during the day, but really, I had a couple big meals at night that I normally don't do. And my weight just boom, just like that, so quickly. It's so easy to gain weight. So the big battle is not eating after 2 o'clock. That's kind of where the war is won and lost. I'd say at least 70% of the war is won and lost right there at that 2 o'clock point. Now, I'm still eating a lot of bad stuff during the day, or junk food. I eat tasty cakes in the morning. So here's the tasty cake. Made deliciously since 1914. Tasty cake. Iced honey bun. Oh yeah. Yummy. Yummy. I eat candy, I have my pizza, I have all this kind of stuff at work before 2 o'clock, but I've been doing that for the last several weeks, and I've been losing weight like almost every week. So I know it's because I had these larger meals in the evening, this week, and that's what did me in. So wow, I was like 203.4 pounds or something today, something like that. So I gained like 2.4 pounds over the week, again, because I ate in the evening. So this week, I'm gonna try really hard to stop eating at 2 o'clock. I'm just gonna try really hard not to eat after 2 o'clock and see how it goes and just do everything else that I've been doing. What happens is when you're losing weight, you hit these tipping points. I call them tipping points. So when I was 224 pounds, just walking, I wasn't doing any exercise or anything, just walking, increasing my walking over 8 weeks, eventually I lost 6 pounds because I started walking about 40 minutes a day, started speed walking over 8 weeks, and I lost about 6 pounds just doing that, not changing anything else. Then I went to the kind of 80-20 rule with my food, and I stopped, I only ate about 20% of my meals after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I started losing more weight. That helped me lose like another 15 pounds as I also increased the intensity of my cardio. So my tipping point changed. Then when I was at about 206 pounds, I had to do more intense work, and I changed my diet even more, things changed. So now though, I think if I just do the kind of the intermittent fasting after 2, and I just stop eating after 2, and I do what I'm doing exercise-wise, and I just increase my cardio a little bit over the next, several weeks, I'm gonna, just keep coming down, down, down. It's gonna be a lot easier than when I tried this a year ago, and I was fatigued, and I was having problems sleeping. Yeah, I was losing some weight, but it became difficult. It became kind of a job. And I have to be in a certain state of mind for work, I gotta be kind of up and happy and stuff. So it takes its toll. I don't want that. I want energy, and I still want to lose weight. And so right now, I have been losing weight for the last couple weeks, and my energy has been really high and good, so I want to continue doing it. So this week I'm gonna try not to eat after 2 o'clock, do everything else that I've been doing, still eating junk food like the Tasty Cake in the morning, and see how it looks a week from today. So we'll see how that goes. But again, it's not so much what you eat as much as it is when you eat it. Now, there's a lot of people on the internet that say that's not true. It's what you eat, it's the amount of calories you eat a day, or it's the carbs, this whole low carb thing. So, and some of it is true. I agree with some of it, but I think that if you stop eating after 2 o'clock, I've seen a couple of cases where people are like, yeah, they stopped at 12 o'clock, they stopped eating the rest of the day. This one guy lost a ton of weight, They didn't really talk about what they ate during the day, but if I went into salads and I started eating very healthy now, and then I stopped eating at 2, and I was doing what I'm doing today, I'm sure I'd be losing weight pretty rapidly and pretty well. But I kind of want to see how much junk, how much pizza can I eat during the day until 2 and still keep losing weight, and just do a moderate amount of cardio and exercise during the week, less than an hour, because I like eating my food. I like, I enjoy my pizza. I enjoy my chicken wings. I mean, today I'm gonna have, for lunch I'm gonna have chicken wings, ranch dressing. I'm gonna have chicken quesadillas. I'm gonna have half a cheeseburger, and I'm gonna have soda. I mean, that's what I've been doing for weeks, and I've still been losing weight because I've been kind of stopped eating after 2. I'd say I'd only eat 10% after 2 o'clock. So what would happen if I cut everything off after 2 o'clock? So that's what I'm gonna try and do this week. But just as a note, if you're having the issues losing weight or what have you, and I'm exercising a lot less intensive than what I did a year ago when I got down to 194 and I got down to the low 200s. It's much easier when I can eat what I want to eat and then stop at 2, or at least 90% in the morning and 10% in the afternoon. It's much easier. I don't feel like I have anything taken away from me. So that's the plan for this week. I have a vacation coming up in 2 weeks, going to Vegas, and I know I'm going to be eating like a freak, so I'm kind of apprehensive about that because I want to, ultimately I think I want to get down to 185, something like that. So we'll see how it goes, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.